Every great defense has a general, a field commander who sees the whole board, before the snap and after the chaos. They call it the Mike linebacker, the beating heart, the communicator, the tone setter. And in Dallas, that search has felt endless. But what if the answer has always been on this roster the whole time? Marist Liufau, converted safety, high-speed instincts, and sideline range. He wasn't drafted with headlines. He wasn't crowned a starter. But the tape tells a different story. He's been quietly leveling up, not just as a tackler, but as a takeaway artist. Currently, with his time under Matt Eberflus in one of the NFL's most turnover-obsessed systems, Liufau started perfecting the Peanut Tillman punch, and now he hopes to show it up on tape again and again. His profile reads like a prototype Fred Warner comps, DeMarvion Overshown athleticism, and the exact traits Brian Schottenheimer covets in the middle of his defense. He's not loud, he's just everywhere. So if you've overlooked him, now it's time to fix that. Let's dive into the film. So, of course, I wanted to display Marist Liufau and his ability just at the off-ball linebacker position. Right now, he's a Sam linebacker. If you didn't know, Sam stands for strong side, which means he's, going to be the one taking on the tight end and be able to cover a little bit of space, meet the blockers head on. But there's this thing in linebacker. It's called the pursuit or the flow. And with the three linebackers, of course, all three linebackers are not flowing at the exact same path or the exact same responsibilities. So let's just say, on this play right here versus the New Orleans Saints, they're doing some type of, stretch action with the running back, outside run action right here. Now, the linebackers, they're going to be flowing, flat. Everyone's going to be flowing flat. How it works is, if they're going left, the guy on the furthest left side, the furthest, or the play side backer is supposed to flow in a way to turn either make a play if the guy flashes, to turn the play back inside. The middle linebacker at times is the scraper, or come to clean up, and try to fill in, and if at worst, turn it back inside even more. We're trying to turn this running back, going from east and west to north and south even more. And then to clean it all up is the backside scraper, and he's supposed to come and clean up. And you're going to see a lot of times on this film how great Marist Liufau is at just doing that, of maintaining and doing his responsibility, whether he's the weak side linebacker in the play instead of the place, or the backside linebacker, not the weak side, the backside linebacker. And this play right here is another example of that. So here he is on this play right here. This is a great attitude play for our linebacker, and I just love, this is the type of stuff I want. Hard flow. I love that he's playing the technique, making sure that it's, he's playing it like this because he's trying to respect the bootleg action, the boot action. But once he sees it, hurdles a guy, and he's immediately going to go crack something, man. I love that. Yes, he's late on. So, like I said, I mentioned how he's a converted, safety, and of course we're gonna show his cover skills. I feel like when he's in the middle of the field, he can play the hook, the curl better than anyone, and it's very much so when he's in tune. Like, you start to see the bits and pieces, the small bits and pieces of a Fred Warner. So look, in this play right here, tight end is gonna run this. I like to call it a Texas route, where he's gonna take an angle and get behind. So we have our Israel McCormick. Sorry, let me change it. But Israel McCormick is coming right here. He's playing this hook or curl. He's going to be coming right there. He's going to play that hook the curl right behind this defender. He's going to be responsible for this right here, right? And then, but the tight end is going to get slip past. He's going to do a great job of selling it and getting behind the zone defender, to hook the curl, the defender right here. So he's gonna get behind it right here. Well, also, we got Marist Liufau is up here, and he's guarding his cook the curl, but he's gonna take a step back because he has a seam route that he needs to respect right here. But once he's following, of course, we're in zone. We're following the quarterback's eyes. You're gonna see the quarterback eyes, go from here trying to hold Marist here, and then works back to this to this Texas route. Now watch how beautiful that Marist plays this play right here. I'm telling you, it's very Fred Warner like. Just for one more time for the viewers, man. One more time. Gets behind Israel McConnell. You know what I'm saying? He's just playing his his gap. Here comes Marist. Marist notice it and immediately beelines for the hit. Goes right, a good legal hit too. I love, what I'm saying? I miss the old days, but I love a good legal hit. Boom, head, shoulder right there on the foot. But listen here, man, when he's in that middle right now, and then he's technically the Mike linebacker in quarter to the opposing team offensive line, because I know that as a former offensive lineman, they're going to always ID the middle linebacker to ID and set their combos off of it. But I'm telling you, him in that middle with his athleticism is a very, very, very deadly sight. Now here, this team, the Panthers, they're gonna run stretch action, get some outside zone. You know what I'm saying? That means these offensive linemen, they're taking wide steps here. It's a zone step. So some of these guys are gonna have to move up to the linebacker. But Marist, being athletic, if he's going to see it, he's going to scrape. Like I told you, the front side linebacker is always going to scrape hard to get the running back to turn back inside, and the guy scraping behind it is the cleanup guy. So 9 times out of 10, if the both linebackers doing their job, someone should have a lane. And Marist has a clear beeline lane on this running back here that I wanted to show. It's a beautiful, beautiful tackle right here. Now we're going to run it. Here we go. Look at the lineman trying to get up to Marist. Marist touch on the gets. Man, that was beautiful. Here we go again, just one more time, just showing the offensive lineman, 69 or 68 right here. The left guard is trying to get up to Marist, but look at Marist just outrun it. Good job by Kendricks here. Shout out to Kendricks. Like I said, I told you he's flowing hard that way to turn the running back inside. Kendricks does a good job. See, running back sees 50. You know what I'm saying? So he's automatically like, hey, he has an angle on me. So let me retract. Let me find the cutback. And look who's right there in the cutback lane doing his job. Good job by Marist. Eats it up for the TFL, man. I just had this play right here. I just wanted to show off his front side ability as I understand why Zim kept him at that Sam, because he's fast and athletic, but he's also strong with these linemen. So he's gonna come here, not gonna get a TFL here, but he's gonna cause enough trap. These guys right here, these two linemen, they're gonna they're doing their best to combo, man. So when they're trying to combo, they're doing this gap scheme, they're trying to basically come off cleanly to the linebacker. But Marist does a good job here shooting the gap and just making that skinnier running lane for this running back here that I thought was like, man, I thought this was a great job by the linebacker, even though you're gonna show it right here. Watch him shoot. Bah! Like, you know what I'm saying? That's gets the lineman turned around right there. And look at the effort. Laying out, trying to, what I'm saying? Like, good job on, Maj at the point of attack right here. But here, look, he's shooting it backside. We broke up this double team. Bah! Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, we're causing havoc back there. It's just even better run by the running back right here, just keeping his balance and going through, but just shooting through like that, man. Marist, always around the ball, man. Yeah, just of course I got a play in here. Just a blitzing play. We're in a NASCAR package here. I love this play right here because Marist is gonna fake like he's he's dropping out to the flats or something like that, and then immediately gets back in the action with Becton and makes Becton dance a little bit. Gives him an inside out move, and he's just around the ball. You know what I'm saying? This was a deadly package for us, especially at the end of the year, man. Here we go. Look at that. It just fakes like he's going immediately, like inside, outside, oop, around it. Like, look at that bean. That was a great bean. Like he's moving. He's like moving in fast motion. It's crazy. He's like hey man, the Becton just didn't see him the entire time. He didn't see him. He's just like, he can't get hands on him. He's just moving in a fast motion. And he turns the corner like that. I love that. Of course, Mike is already in the background, but guess what? That's the beauty of it right there. Being around the ball, being free. I'm telling you. So hey, I showed him as, in the other two, positions of a play, as a backside pursuit guy, as the midline pursuit guy, and now he's going to be the front side pursuit guy. We have this stretch action to the right here. They're going to have stretch action. So internally, if they're doing it to the right, okay, that means Marist has to do a good job of taking on this block, keeping his outside arm free. So his going to be his left arm, because he's facing towards us. His left arm has to remain free when he take on this block from the lineman, because the lineman's trying to climb up, right? We're doing outside zone. They're trying to climb up and either get square and get movement that way, or hook him, like be able to get on this side of his shoulder so we can secure the edge. That's the two main jobs, the two either or jobs of the lineman right here that we're trying to do. And Marist, all he has to do is take on this block in a way, in an angle, and if he keeps that hand free, he's going to be able to make this play, especially if the running back keeps it front side, which we do see here. So here we go. Here's the example right here. Gibbs, premier runner. Look at 71 is climbing up. I think that's Glasgow. I think I'm wrong, if I'm saying it correctly. Look how he takes on a block. Glasgow is getting some movement here, but look at Marist fight, keeping that on. I told y'all, keeping that left arm free. That's what it's all about. Because like I said, you take it on, because this whole point of outside zone is to get the defense on flatten, and then in the deep, once the running back makes a decision, it's time to pursue. Now he has disengaged and chosen your gap. Shoot. Good job of shooting, man. That's a great job. One more time without any interruptions right here. How he did it. Bop, release, bop. Damn near, listen, what, TFL? Great job, man. Great. Here he is once again in coverage as a backside. They're gonna do some type of rollout. They're gonna be going this way. So that means all of the routes are gonna be, something, in this direction. But there's gonna be a tight end that's gonna sneak a curl route, for like some, just a check down for the quarterback, some type of easy check down. But everyone else on the Cowboys, we're hard flowing. But I told you how linebackers flow, to the side. Like I told you, when they flow, the front side linebacker is trying to turn. His main job is to turn the play back inside some type of how. And the midline pursuer or scraper is trying to come fill in, and the backside is slow playing, and he's a cleanup. So it happens in coverage, especially in play action as well, because it's a run action, play action. So here we go again. I wanted to show what happened here. Listen, here he goes again. This is that Fred Warner I'm talking about right here. Gets a little bit lost, you know what I'm saying? Gets in his zone, but he look how fast he recognized it. He realized there's a late check right here. They're trying to sneak in a late check down because the tight end is trying to sell it. Failed fake run. Look at it. He noticed it. He's already. I can't even pause it fast enough before he even recognized it. That's the smarts of him right there. Bah! And he's ready again in coverage. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we need, man. I think this man can be a great Mike, man. Bah! Like, you know what I'm saying? That's great football right there. That man thought he was wide open. Any normal day, I don't think they see it fast enough. But he already noticed it. And started pursuing. Immediately turned his zone to a match zone. Bah! Great hit too. Great physicality. Here he is again. He's the front side pursuer. Like I said, I want you to pay attention to number 76. He's going to be climbing up to Liufau right here of this left guard, and just notice how Liufau displaces him as the front side guy, turning the running back inside and making a play right here. Here he is again. Look at here. Look, we got a nose tackle. Linval Joseph whipping some folks right there, causing the guy, to be all balanced. Liufau displaces, makes the tackle. I don't care. Look, I know it ain't fair to some people, but he didn't defeat him like that, but that's football. Football ain't fair sometimes, and you still got to make the play. Great job by Liufau. I'm telling y'all, man, when it comes to pursuit, I think Eberflus is going to really love this kid. He's really going to love this kid, man. Here we go again. They're running stretch action again. It's always outside zone. They want to try to test my guy, Liufau. What I tell you about the front side is the front side backer. He's trying to turn it back inside. This guy is trying to clean up, you know what I'm saying? And what is the backside linebacker supposed to do? He's supposed to slow play. Sometimes if you have a lane, which he has right here, he's going to be on hauling ass. And I love this because, like I said, the linemen, their job is to climb up to get to the next level. So if you beat the lineman to the spot, they can't make the block. So beautiful job right here. We're going to see right here when we run it. Here we go. Already inched over, beats the linebacker, shakes off the center man, shakes him off. Look at him. Look at that hustle, man. I'm just telling you, this guy's hustle and know-how. Look, Liufau is trying to work, and then look at the other rookie, man. Look at the other man. Oh, that's Kendrick. I thought that was Overshown, man. I'm about to say, look at all the linebackers. Linebacker play was so much better from the year prior, man, which was such a relief. Here they are again. Front side run. He's a front side backer. Like I told you, he's supposed to do what? Attack the blocker. Keep the outside hand free to turn the play back inside. If they still want to test you, shed it off and make the tackle. And exactly said, like I said, this is what he does. Sheds off. That is Laramie Tunsil he's doing right there, man. Tell you that right now. In a game, takes it on. I love how he takes on his block. Takes it on, keeps the outside frame free, and sheds. He sheds the block once he sees the running back make a decision. Great job by him, man. Great job. Now I just want to end it on this play right here, because if you've been watching the training camp, Eberflus is trying to preach that turnover, the hyper turnover, system again. And a person who's always been having his name in the turnovers, and he's working on that peanut Tillman punch and just, punching at the ball, is Liufau. And I think, I know Eberflus is loving him, because even outside of Eberflus' system, look at this man try it here. In this play right here, it's going to be a simple, scramble action, but just pay attention to Liufau right here. Not stopping at the ball. Like, he's still trying to rip away at the ball. I love it. So, that is Marist Liufau. I am very excited for this kid, man. I love this film coming out. I love the build. I just saw the vision. We're changing to we're changing systems. We're changing defensive coordinators again, but I love the tandem we have at the linebacker position with Bergonzi and Eberflus, and how they develop linebackers. And I know that Liufau is not their guy, and they brought in outside recruits, and we have other fan favorites or guys that's making the headlines. I think a name that is not getting enough love and we should pay attention to is a Marist Liufau. I'm telling you, I really believe that this guy is our future future middle linebacker. Like, I really do. He has Fred Warner upside, if it can unlock. I know that's such a high standard for him, but I believe he has the smarts, he has the quick-wittedness, he's the coverage skills. What I've shown you, how he's able to recognize it in zone, sometimes in man, it needs to get better in order to be a true Fred Warner. But I'm telling you, his trajectory, if he continue to ascend, and especially with the reputation of guys that are coaching him now, I am very high on this kid, man. I really believe Brian Schottenheimer, in his press conference, whenever people ask him about the defense, Liufau name is coming up. Now, I know that I'm very interested to see what they do at linebacker, because they have a lot of iterations they can throw out there. I know they got film of Liufau at the Sam. I know they do. And I know we got guys like Sanborn that can help translate it. Sure, let's help translate it. But once everyone gets the full defense, I encourage them to try out Liufau at the mic, because the way his processing speed, I trust that I think he has the capability and potential to line up everyone else, at the same time being able to process himself. So That is Marist Liufau, the field general. If you love this video, make sure to like and subscribe to content, everyone. Comment down below your thoughts on Marist Liufau, your predictions for linebacker. Just talk to me, have a conversation down below. I love y'all, man. Until next time, peace.